Okay, a bit of a prelude to the video this week, or today more than anything else. These are my radio headphones that I bought, that I didn't use on the last video, and the sound quality was a bit ropey. So I put them on this one to clear it up so it didn't fade out as I walked away from the camera, etc, etc. Used them before, no dramas at all. Thing is, I've used them before on a Apple device, not on a Android. And going through my videos, it appears that these don't work on Androids, which is really frustrating. So consequently, the sound's proper ropey on this one. It was pretty ropey last time. It's proper ropey this time. What I'll do is I'll put a little sticker up at the bottom of the screen when you can make out when I'm talking. So if you want to just dip through and dip in and dip out, then please feel free. Apologies, mistake noted. And I'm not entirely sure how I'll get around it. I might just have to revert to filming on my Apple rather than on my Android. Cheers all, hope you enjoy the video. Good day everyone, welcome back to Nat's Knackers Yard. I'll be Nat and this be the Knackers Yard. It'll be a short one today. It was a bit of an epic yesterday. I did try and whittle down the footage as much as I can, and lots of fast forwarding, so it didn't last forever, but it was still quite an epic. It'll be a bit of a short one today because it's a later start. The reason it's a later start, it's snowing. Yeah, been out charging around with the kids and chucking snowballs at each other. It's been brilliant, and throughout this whole lockdown bit, much needed. So what, for any subscribers or viewers outside of the UK, it doesn't snow very often in the UK, and particularly not in the south where I am. So what, everything will shut down because of this. Yeah. We do not know how to handle snow, and most Brits have no idea how to drive in snow either. So yeah, interesting time to live on a hill anyway, and I'm slightly concerned about my car out there. But hey, back to the XS650. Long video yesterday messing around with the carbs and rejetting, lots of backfiring, which pretty much sorted itself out by the end. But two things that I took out of the day. One is I tried not using my my radio mic that I've got on now yesterday, thinking that the bike would drown it out all the time, and in fact it just drowned out the side. So I've got it back on, and we'll see if this one works any better. The second thing that I worked out is that I hate pods with passion. Why people do it to their bikes, I've no idea. If you're going to Dynajet, fine. If you're not, why would you get rid of perfectly functioning airbox and put pods on? It's just a pain. A lot of the backfiring and a lot of the chat, so thanks very much for your views on it, seem to be on restricting the oxygen in, or the intake. Now, obviously difficult to do on a pod. I did try it last night briefly with sweatbands around the outside, which it's difficult to tell whether or not it helps. So what I've gone for is a bit of beer can on the inside. So I've really restricted it, and I intend to start big and cut away. So what I'm going to do is chuck these on and see if I can get a start out of it. Now, bearing in mind it's snowing, so weirdly enough it's quite cold. I don't expect a straight clean start. It's going to take a bit of going, but we'll see how we get on. So I'm just going to chuck these on, and then I'll get you back in the room. Right, so there we go. Nice, quick simple job. Battery's been on charge because, like I say, it's pissing cold. Let's see if we get anywhere on the spot. I think it's Merritt's joke, it's chucking cold. Kick. Well, it did really shatter my knee yesterday. Stick it on jump start. that's cold. I've actually looked at the thermometer, but hey, I'm happy with that. Right, I'm just going to let that burn in for a few minutes. I'm not going to film it. Let's see what happens. Cool. Okay, so that's sounding great. Sounding nice and solid. But the only new issue that I have, just stick my charger back on charge, is that I seem to be down to one cylinder again. So the good old spray can, it's just water going on there. Oh. Yes, I'm just going to check. Oh, I've got spark on both sides. Right, well, I am a little bit confused because the spark on the left hand side is fine. I've swapped the spark out, checked that it sparks, swapped over the spark plug back to an old one. That seems fine. There's an issue it had to start with. What did I do? Cleaned out the carbs. No, you can't do it. Potentially, I suppose. Let's just let it warm through, see what it does. Choke cable was inside the coil, so it was kind of had it under pressure to pull it out. I've just pushed in a little bit more. No, not really. I mean, don't get me wrong, my hand's not going to stick to it. I'm not going to lick it to prove it. My hand's not going to stick to that. It is warming up, but it's nothing like as hot as the other one. I'm not touching the other one. Let me just leave it to warm up and see what happens. Okay, so back in, turn it on. So back in, I realised I was being lazy, so I've just whipped the tank off, swapped the coils over, chucked it back in, and I still have, bring you with me, I still have Scorchio right pipe. Oh, where are we? Non-Scorchio left pipe. So what? Well, I don't think it's coils, it's something else. I'm not entirely sure what something else is. I haven't done the valve clearances on this yet, which I think it now needs. But so what? The air restriction seems to make it behave a lot better, which is a good start. And let's just turning to rain a little bit now. That's a shame. Sorry, I got distracted then. Where was I? Yeah, the air restriction seems to have done it a lot of good. Cheers. Top tip, everyone. Thank you. I think it might be valves next, which is the first time I've done that on anything other than a scooter. So that could be interesting. Right. Thanks all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Like I say, next I need to recondition the brake. Or recondition, sorry, I need to put new pads in and give it a good clean out. I don't intend to strip it off and recondition it, so I've ordered the pads, so that's probably next weekend, which gives me a week to look up probably valves or other issues that might cause that cold pipe. I can't think of anything else. It might be fuel cured it last time, but there's nothing wrong with that carb. It's got new jets in it. New jets, it's got new used jets in it. It'd be daft not to have a look at it, I suppose. It's so easy to get on and off, which is one advantage with pods, I suppose. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be today. Too many other things to do, including pissing around in snow, which we don't get the opportunity for all that often. Right, I'm going to push this bad boy back in the garage, stick it back on charge, because this cold is just destroying any battery that sits in my garage. Bearing in mind that's a new battery, or certainly I bought that battery, so it's only what, a couple of months or so old. Ditto with the SV, it just keeps dying out here. It's just too freaking cold. Yeah, cool. Thanks for subscribing. Please pass around the world. That's a bit ambitious of me. Pass around the word that there's another tip messing around with bikes in garages. Cheers all. Catch you later. Ta-da.